They say it only takes 7 seconds for you to form a first impression about someone. That is why the entrance of a pro wrestler, when he bursts onto the ramp from behind the curtains, is without a doubt the most important moment for him to make a lasting impression on the audience. In a major wrestling company like the WWE, wrestlers' entrances go beyond showing off their physique, gear, and strut, because they are accompanied by flashy graphics on the Titantron, powerful lights and pyrotechnics, and a stadium full of screaming fans. Some wrestlers even have elaborate props and entourages with them to make their entrances even more grandiose. For indie wrestlers, however, there are no powerful lights or massive video screens to rely on for their entrances. It is just a man, working to fill up a room with all the energy he can muster, bringing a character to life, and either connecting with the hearts of fans or trying to piss them off entirely. His body and gear, which is so much closer to the hungry eyes of the audience, will be thoroughly examined. Therefore, an indie wrestler arguably has to be even more committed to his entrance than the WWE wrestlers, or risk boring the crowd with no sophisticated technological enhancements to pick up the slack for him. These are my picks for the 10 best entrances of indie wrestlers, guys that you might not have heard of. They're so good at embodying their character that you'll know what kind of guy they are within seconds. Number 10. Fabio Ferrari. Passionate, stylish, classy, and powerful. All words that could be used to describe this latest sports car from Italy, and also this self-proclaimed descendant of the Ferrari family. Embodying all the Italian machismo that you can imagine, this man will get a reaction out of you, whether it is a feeling of disdain, jealousy, or desire.
You better shut your mouth, stupid bitch!
Number 9. Chris Evans. Once in a while you come across a man who is so naturally confident in his appearance that, love him or hate him, you can't help but watch his every movement. This ex-Marine's pair of purple trunks with a tribal pattern is the perfect choice to demonstrate his combination of slick style and toughness. Word is that Chris Evans moonlights as a male stripper, which explains why he's able to delicately control every muscle of his body to woo the crowd.
See that? Pure greatness. Next Anarchy champion.
Number 8. Jaden Newman. When you're looking to get the party started, Jaden Newman is just the man you need to do the trick. Bursting through the curtains in his stylish gear, which includes flashy jackets, his movements tell you that this is a limber athlete with incredible energy, equipped with a high-flying ability to dazzle the crowds. Number 7. Kyle Maverick. No nonsense, with an entrance that cuts through the bullshit. The immediate impression that Kyle Maverick makes is that he's an athlete who is here to cause a lot of pain in the ring, and not to put on a show for anyone. The energy and athleticism that he exudes can best be described as pure expression of his abilities. A little bit more and he'd be putting on a show, and a little less and he'd be holding back his natural passion. Number 6. CJ Ward. Some guys just seem to get all the love in the world. And for CJ Ward, it's not hard to see why. He looks like your buddy next door who's been hitting the gym hard. He energizes the crowd with a spring in his step and danceable music, making sure to send positive vibes to everyone in his presence. How could you not love a guy who loves to shake it in purple trunks? Number 5. Dak Draper. Once in a while, you encounter someone who is so completely aware of their greatness, and even if you're put off by his narcissistic arrogance, you simply cannot deny that he may actually have the perfect physique. Dak Draper is such a man, and despite the polarizing reaction that he gets, his ego is big, but he can back it up.
Draper! The only champion this company has ever had. Women love, men want to be, and now he's going to prove it again tonight, and he takes out Blade Meeks the second time. I don't think we can overstate enough in this match.
Number 4. Too Hot Steve Scott. The self-proclaimed selfie superstar is the definition of a guy who likes to have fun and look good doing it. But unlike other guys who rub people the wrong way with their cockiness and vanity, the suave Steve Scott has figured out how to get people to love him for it, by tapping into their own social media obsession. Number 3. Carter Mason. This is a man who doesn't even need to try to get your attention. The way he saunters into the beat is naturally striking, letting the music flow through his body and out through his legs and hips, content to jive to the music and feed off the love of the crowd. Carter Mason's slick haircuts, tattoos, and edgy gear tell you that he's not your average pretty boy, but with the smile of the baby face, he is setting up for you to love him anyway. Number 2. Pete the Heat Petroselli. Looking like the Jersey Shore fuckboy at the club who's not the tallest or the most traditionally handsome guy, but steals your girl anyway thanks to his relentless machismo. Pete Petroselli brings more swagger and attitude to every match than you'd expect from guys twice his size. With slicked back hair and Ray-Bans on, he struts in with the thick air of a bad boy, acting more like an untamed pit bull than a wrestler at times. Pete has also shown willingness to get in some pretty daring wrestling gear to make sure that you can never look away.
Mind weight of 2,000 calories, hot and fresh out the oven, Juicy J and Sweet Pea, cookies and cream.
Number 1. Stan Stylez. Oozing with sexual energy, you will never forget Stan Stylez' innuendo-filled entrance. Equipped with his trademark shake weight, which he cannot resist working as he gets more and more turned on by the crowd attention, he releases himself by squirting whipped cream into the mouths of willing and not so willing participants. Stan's entire entrance is a pure performance that continues into the ring as his unlucky opponent has to endure a humiliating striptease from Stan the Man before he reveals his perfectly chiseled body and form-fitting shiny trunks that befits his personality so well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm shooting my load all over the place because I'm so excited.
Did you agree with my choices for the best indie wrestler entrances? Let me know who you think the indie wrestlers with the best entrances are in the comments.